goes, no, you're not. I am leaving Occupy if this goes forward. And we stop everything, and we either sort it out, or they say, okay, I gotta leave, because the body agrees with this, and I agree with that, and so I can't be here. That happens once in a blue moon. Not even new, but it's there. It's an important part of the system. Okay, anything else? Voice mic is just when we all get to do that, like at the beginning. The one person, in order to cast our voices all the way down the street, we practice voice micing so that we can be heard even when we don't have a microphone.
This is the GA.
And it's good to practice because you never know when we need to do some voice micing. All right, have I left anything out that we should? Okay, that's, we all good? Come on, show me. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Sunday,
So,
July 22nd,
not going to go
GA,
through what we're
4
going
p.m.
to do. Usually we'd say we're going to do this and this and this. Let's just go ahead and do it. We usually start off with working groups and committees. Now I must say that we made a bylaw a couple of months ago that said if 4 consecutive times you don't show up at the General Assembly to give your talk about what your committee is doing, then you're no longer a committee. You've evolved into a working group like all other working groups. And we spent a lot of time working on that because we felt that committees were drifting away from us and working on things and not even talking to us. They've come and deliver a fait accompli. We decided this or that or that. We were feeling left out, so we said, if you're not reporting to the General Assembly on a regular basis, you're not playing the game, because that's how we play. The General Assembly makes the decisions of Occupy by voting. Okay, and usually by coming to consensus. So, I think we have, I consider the foreclosure group still in operation.
Yes.
I consider finance is still in operation because they still have their name on the checkbook. But as for every other committee, I'm not sure. So.
I can report back on urban outreach.
Oh, urban outreach, okay.
Part of both, so
I can't leave that out. Though it's the same problem.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see Brother Carter.
Yeah, me
heard a
too.
rumor he was coming.
He said he might be.
Oh, good.
The Occupies, the Unity is a working group. It's not a committee, only because I have not written out the bylaws, and so.
I would like to make the homeless action group the committee also. But
so you got a working group.
It is a working group.
Okay, working group. Okay. Okay.
All right. So we take report backs from committees and working groups. So it doesn't really matter as far as this group is going. And with those people who represent working groups, please let me know and give us some feedback on what's going on.
You want to go first?
Okay.
You be first.
I'll go first.
And please introduce yourself.
Stack or.
Okay, I'm Lisa. I'm with the foreclosure working group and with urban outreach committee. First, for the foreclosure work group, we really want to have an event to follow up on the big rally we had at the Capitol, and so we are, we made a big impression, I think, on the legislators and the governor. So our next step is we would like to have a round-the-clock vigil outside the governor's loft. And we want to plan this for when he's in town. And unfortunately, he's not in town right now. So we want to make sure we catch him when he's in. So this will probably be happening sometime close to when the legislature goes back into session, August 1st, first week in August. So we are still in the planning stages of this. I mean, we know we want it to be a vigil. We've got some people who are interested in doing a hunger strike. We have our proclamation. We want the governor to declare a state of economic emergency and a foreclosure moratorium. But we'd like to get some more ideas. you know, we want to have some things that are a little more inventive and theatrical and more than just people standing looking very somber. So I'd like to invite everyone who would like to come and help plan. We're going to have a planning meeting this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. at Fremont Park. So, you know, we're wide open for ideas. So come, bring your ideas. We'd love to hear from you. So that's our next thing that's coming up. And you've got a question.
Could you say that date and time one more time?
Certainly. It will be this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. at Fremont Park. In the shade, somewhere. Yes, Linda.
Quick idea, you know, he's going after the pensions of public employees. And some of the changes that they put in, disability pensions like mine would disappear. So what I've always proposed, and so we could make it more of a stronger threat, but, you know, I like the idea of hanging out outside is where he lives, is that if they ever passed these things, that I would come live on the porches of the people who want to get rid of my pension. Because if they want to make me homeless, then I'll come live on their porch.
I think that's a clever idea. It's like people are setting up little living quarters inside of banks. It's the same idea. The bank took my home, so I'm going to move in here and make the bank my home. So yeah, I think that might be a great idea. Maybe we can have some furniture out there. Really, furniture, maybe a nice oriental rug and some lamps, and yeah, I see, come to our meeting. This is just the sort of ideas that we want to get. We really want to open up the foreclosure group. You know, it's a small group, but we'd love to involve as many people as possible. So you're welcome to come to this.
Really quick point of information, I mean, this is kind of related to the whole housing and lack of housing issue. That one of these downtown hotels that used to be kind of a place where anybody with a few bucks in their pocket could walk in and get a room, that the Bee is bragging about how, oh, they've revitalized it, they've made it better, but now it's a place where you have to apply and get approved and blah, 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 and sign a lease. And so it's no longer accessible housing for the people that are the most disenfranchised. And the way they're spinning it is, oh, look, we're doing a good thing for the community. We're fixing up these dumb-ass old hotels. But what they're really doing is taking something that was, was a place, that was accessible lodging, and turning it into something where you have to apply and get approved and go through a credit check and all this nonsense. So that was my little point of information.
Yeah, it was. It was like, a step up from homelessness.
Just looking over
and
here like,
now it's many steps up and much harder to get into. So, yes, you've got a point.
It's like the seasonal occupancy issue that they had in San Francisco. Megan was there, and they closed all these SROs and stuff like that. There's SROs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They've been doing this for years and years.
That's exactly what, yeah.
Yeah. And then they complain, why are there so many more homeless? Well, you're shutting off the supply of very, very inexpensive homes, of rentals. So, yeah, an issue.
That was one of my thoughts, that there seems to be a natural kind of confluence between foreclosure and the homelessness issue, that they kind of flow into each other. And I'm looking for a way to kind of connect those two, as far as occupiers are concerned. We are about foreclosures and homes, because they're connected.
Yeah.
And it's that, I've talked to you about my passion about the homelessness issue, and that we need an intelligent and brilliant and ingenious way somehow to deal with it. And we need to insist upon it being dealt with, just like foreclosure. We're in the face saying you must deal with this. So I'm hoping that we can be sister communities.
Yeah, I would like that. Yeah, because certainly there's many people who lose their homes, who become homeless for a period of time. I remember with Alma, in fact, she's even quoted in the paper as saying, when they asked her, well, where are you going to go if you get evicted? And she said, my children and I are going to sleep in our car. So, there's definitely a connection there.
Succeed.
Yeah.
And
Just one more time, Fremont Park, what time, what date?
Fremont Park, 11 a.m. This coming Saturday.
What would the date of that be?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Today's the
28th. 28th.
Thank you.
Okay.
And again, we're talking about the.
We're planning a round-the-clock vigil of the governor's law.
Okay, that's.
Demand that we declare a foreclosure moratorium and state of economic emergency.
Point of information. He does have Secret Service agents that have cars that are posted down along the side of the street when he's there. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay.
so, just FFY.
Yeah, well, then we'll know when he's there, but we're planning to be on the sidewalk.
There's a big place to camp right across the street. The Memorial Auditorium is right there.
And there's
So
a
we
big
could
parking
just-
lot too.
We could just start camping at the Memorial Auditorium. Of course, we'll go to jail real fast, but we could do it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, they're not Secret Service, that's federal.
Oh, okay.
My sister's a retired Secret Service agent. No, they're CHP officers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
They
CA.
just look federal because they're in the all-black SUV and all-black car. And,
Roll.
okay.
But they're state, I guess they're
Yeah, they're
state.
state.
They're state.
Well, then I retract my previous statement due to its inaccuracy.